You get more than just coffee with S&D Coffee. You get global sourcing capabilities, product innovation, and a commitment to category management that will maximize your sales around the clock. If it's hot, S&D has it in a growing portfolio of products and brands, along with coffee that's rated among the best in the world. For your store, make it coffee and more.
Hi, this is Samantha O'Year with CSP TV. I'm here with Terry Marks, President and CEO of the Pantry, to talk a little bit more about your first year in office. I guess just to start off, how has the journey gone so far?
It's been a great year. We came in with high expectations, and we had a pretty clear idea of what we wanted to do. We've been very focused on improving our food service offering in our stores. And so we have an initiative called Fresh that we've just completed rolling out in Raleigh. We're on to Charlotte now, and we expect to have about a third of our stores done by the end of next year.
Well, talk a little bit about the initial results that you're seeing from that those first few stores.
Yeah, the initial results have been very good. We knew that we'd have a big increase in our coffee business just given the improvement in the quality of the coffee, the vessel, the dispensing system, all of that, and that has held true to form. I think what has exceeded our expectations have been some of the categories that were purchased in conjunction with coffee. So we put a fresh case in the majority of our stores where we've executed fresh. And the items that we're selling out of those fresh cases, in many cases, were sold in the store before. They're just merchandised in the back in the cold vault. And the increase in sales of those items has significantly exceeded our expectations.
Great. Well, and talk a little bit about on the fuel side, the new deal that you just signed with Marathon. Why did you choose Marathon, and what are your goals with the partnership?
We ultimately landed on Marathon for a variety of reasons. First and foremost, the most important thing is reliability of supply. Secondly, the economics play an important role, and Marathon's bid was very competitive. It was, in fact, a very competitive bidding process in general. And then finally, we were able to do some things from a strategic standpoint that were unlike anything that we had done before with any of our other fuel suppliers. Foremost among that is the integration of our marks on the canopy. There's definitely a feel when you approach one of those locations that it is an integrated branding approach, and you don't get the feel like you've got an oil company out on the forecourt and a convenience store that was an afterthought that happens to be attached to it.
Right, and when folks think of the Pantry, they really think of you as being a big acquirer. Talk a little bit about what you see on the acquisition front going over the next couple of years in your future.
Well, we will continue to be a net acquirer. We absolutely plan to grow the number of stores that we have. We will do some builds, but the majority of the new stores will be via acquisition. And, we look for fit. And fit for us is, first and foremost, does the potential acquiree offer us the opportunity to overlay our business model with a realistic expectation of significant value creation? Geographic considerations are secondary, and I think that positions us pretty well in an environment that we think will continue to consolidate.
Well, just to sum up, looking back on your first full year at the head of the Pantry, what grade would you give yourself in terms of accomplishing the things you wanted to accomplish?
I'm going to let the teacher ultimately make that decision, and the teacher, in my case, is the collective consumers. And so we'll see how the consumers vote over time. But the single biggest and most pleasant surprise to me coming into this role was the passion of the people in the organization. It's when you're making the kinds of changes that we're making, it's difficult enough in any environment. But if you're doing it in an environment in which the people have to be dragged along, that's really tough. But that's not the case here. We have 1,600 plus stores, and I'll tell you, the overwhelming majority of the people that I've met in those stores are eager to win. They want to do what's right. They're looking for direction and support, and that's just a very encouraging thing. So I'm really pleased with that.
It sounds like you have a good team to help you study and improve. Well, thank you so much, Terry, for joining us. For CSP TV, I'm Samantha O'Year.
You get more than just coffee with S&D Coffee. You get global sourcing capabilities, product innovation, and a commitment to category management that will maximize your sales around the clock. If it's hot, S&D has it in a growing portfolio of products and brands, along with coffee that's rated among the best in the world. For your store, make it coffee and more.